Yes, so we come to that part of Lauren Tashish, that she is a very writer. She's always trying to say something about nature and people, how we should survive, why should we not destroy or try to take things in our own hands, and how to preserve nature and its ecosystem also. Sometimes we have to see the world through the eyes of another to understand their condition. This extract helps you see one such situation through the perspective of two different species. It narrates the incident of a devastating oil spill that endangered the lives of 40,000 penguins, which were saved by a dedicated team of experts. This had happened, it was in the news also. Like everything in life, whatever we do, see, I'll tell you one thing very seriously and honestly, you have to understand, and you have to be better proactive. The learning system is changing because of this COVID and pandemic. You can't sit quiet anymore in class. It's not that you have to shout, you have to start replying, you have to start talking. My talking will go down. To assess your capabilities, you have to talk. For me to assess your capabilities, you have to talk. It's not only writing anymore. Not my point. It's work, work, and work. You have to speak to make others know that you know something. It's not just blah 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 blah, but you have to speak what you know, as much as you know. This is the things going to change now. Teacher talking is going to go down, but rest, your talking starts now. You have to explain yourself in a much more elaborated way, what you understand and all. So we'll be judging on how you speak, what do you know. It's no more about writing, going to the house and mugging, I've learned this question, I'm going to go and write. No, I want to know what you have learned. That is what the curriculum is going to be all about. Now we'll assess you on what you know. For that you have to speak. Okay. So just doing question answers is not education. Question answers solving is a part of your examination, but knowledge, education is about knowledge, knowing something, knowing what you are learning. Then only you will be able to write. So don't get that thick-headed thing inside your head that, oh sir talks so much about the chapters, at the end of the day we have to do question answers. No, it's no more that. It was never that. It was never that. The systems were that. Priority was given to your question answers, but at the end of the day I always tell you to speak. From the time beginning of my joining your school, I have been telling you that I need you to speak, to tell me what you know. Writing is different. I can also write. But if I don't speak, how will people know what I know? Correct? Examination part is different and assessing yourself is different. So you have to become a good human being, a knowledgeable human being. For that you have to speak and listen also. So sometimes we have to see the world through the eyes of another also. Imagine you are an African penguin living on an island in the South Atlantic Ocean. You live with 10 of thousands of other penguins on a rocky beach. Put yourself in their shoes. Make yourself a penguin. That's what she's trying to say. Miss Lauren is trying to say that. And the weather cold and windy. June 23rd, 2000. Weather cold and windy is typical for this time of year in the South Pacific. The beach echoes with penguin noises, barks and honks and brays. They make various type of noises. Some yellow fellow penguins fight for territory, while others cuddle with their mates and dote on their chicks. Chicks. Cuddle each other and they start pecking each other on the chicks, on their small ones. Chicks are the small ones. You are hungry, so you head down to the water's edge. You go down to the water from the rocky beach. You waddle, type of swimming. Walk in a swaying motion. You have seen how penguins walk, like ducks they walk. They waddle, the shaking of their body. And your wings are too stubby. I'll explain later, because while reading it spoils the interest of the story. So it's June 23, the 23rd of June 2000, and the weather cold and windy is typical for this time of year. The beach echoes with penguin noises of barks, honks and brays. Some your yellow penguins fight for territory, while others cuddle with their mates and dote on their chicks. You are hungry, so you head down to the water's edge. You waddle on tiny feet and your wings are too stubby for flying. But in the water you can swim faster and dive deeper than any bird on earth. As you plunge into the sea, your wings become powerful propellers. Wonderful. Why is she saying always you? Why is the word you being used? Because at first she has said, sometimes we have to see the world through the eyes of another to understand their condition. So the writer has put us into the place of the penguins. Like you are on the beach, suppose you are also a penguin, you are there, all 10,000s of them are there, they all stay together. Some are fighting for their place, this is my area, don't come to my area. Someone are cuddling, those who love each other are cuddling each other, and some are doting their chicks, trying to feed the chicks, and suddenly you feel hungry. You start waddle on your small feet. You go near the water, you have got short wings, you don't have wings, penguins can't fly, but are terrific swimmers and divers. They can dive huge amounts of depth under the water as no other bird can do. As they land in the water, their wings become very strong. They are very good swimmers and damn fast while swimming. And as you're going to jump into the water, you will see automatically your wings have got power for swimming. You have extra power propeller. Propeller are, at the back of the boat of a ship, you see a fan which goes around and gives power to it to go in the front. So that's why you get the power of a propeller. You become a powerful propeller. Propellers are very powerful. They run by huge engines, and they turn around and they swish the water and they get that power to move in the water. You shoot through the water at 12 miles per hour. Imagine the speed, 12 miles per hour. A black and white blur snatching sardines. Sardines are fish in the sea. They are quite very tasty sea fish, sardines. They are that black and white blur color, black and whitish, silver type of black and white color. Baby sardines are swimming on the top of the water. Small fish come on the top to take the sun heat. If the water is cold below, they come up to just take, and that time they swim and they just swallow it whole. They take in the whole thing, they don't chew. Then catching more, you tightly packed feathers protect you from freezing water. You remain in the sea for hours until your belly is full before heading back to shore. God has arranged food for everybody. You have to get it. Everything is there, you have to catch hold of it. You have to work on your own. So imagine yourself, you go in the water, you're feeling hungry, you just go into the water, start swimming and you start eating. Don't have to cook, nothing, you just keep on swallowing. Till your stomach is full, you are there in the water and you don't feel the cold because you have got heavy coated feathers. High, tight packed feathers for you not feel cold, and you are eating so much of omega fatty acid, so much of that is going inside you, fatty products, hot fish meat is good for health, and you become very strong, the immunity power is very strong. And then as you finish your food, you are coming back to the shore. That's when something goes wrong. So we'll keep it till here today. And in the next class we'll come back and I'll finish the story so that we'll come to know what actually happened on this part. Okay, so see you in the next class, and take care of yourselves. Be home, be safe, and respect your parents, love them also, and do some physical activities. Stop using your phone for some time. Okay, so take care, goodbye, and God bless.